And I am here. Here I am. Mr. Poor here, author D.L. Tillery, also known as the Goddess of Darkness, when we're doing the Sacred Path Challenge, which is a 90K writing challenge. You can write with us, you can write alongside, you can edit, you can process, you can do all the things that you get work done here because we do 45-minute sprints. And I'm usually pretty strict here. So we got like 4 to 5 minute chats, and then we have 45-minute sprints to get work done. And I'm doing my best to be on time today. I did make it, but I was trying to eat dinner because I have to strictly make sure I eat my dinner on time because I'm still on red zone because of this autoimmune business that I'm dealing with. So let's see, he was here. Jocelyn was here super early to say hi because she wanted to make sure she didn't miss any of the action. So yes. And I was saying hello, and Aphrodite, the other goddess, is here. I didn't know she was going to make it backstage, but she is here for the live, and she is in the chat and ready to go. Jocelyn, as I said. Lisa, hello. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. And the goddesses said, I have a lot to do. Catching up is crazy. You're not lying. I did. It is in Messenger. So, lots been going on. I have a lot happening. I'm trying to get Caliostro. Also, let me know what you're working on in the chat so I can know what you're working on tonight. If you're working on something or just hanging out and chilling with me. But yeah, I have a lot going on. A lot that I didn't ask for. If you've watched my channel, you already know I was in the hospital in June and July because I was surprised I had a viral brain infection and I almost wasn't here. Almost got taken out to the other realm. But I stayed because I have a lot to do here while I'm here. So I'm back and trying to finish Caliostro book 2, but that is being a trying time because also on top of me almost leaving this mortal coral, the place that I rent currently decided they were going to sell and they were going to surprise me, even though I've been here for 8 years, and say that they wanted to sell right when I was going in the hospital. So I didn't actually get to see the email that was sent to me on the night that I was admitted for the first time. So that was a surprise. So I have a move to do. I have a lot of packing to do. And people surprise you with something that costs a lot of money. You know, I make decent money, but things are accounted for. So that's like, surprise, you have to move, you have to do these things, to prepare this house because you're leaving it, blah, blah, blah. So I have a lot on my plate for that. So Caliostro, in the middle of me writing that and then being hospitalized, now I have to still try to finish that because I want to release it in December. But if you haven't heard me talk about it, I'm changing the cover artist for the upcoming book, and I have to redo the cover for book 1. And the only reason I'm doing that is that I can't afford right now, especially with the move happening, to pay Dewson, who is an amazing artist, and I recommend him to anyone because he knows what's going on. Okay, he is awesome, great person too, and all that stuff. But I have to probably have him come back as a special cover artist for book 2 and 3 and an omnibus that's planned for the future because I still want a certain type of cover. So I'm not going to be designing this one myself because I do design all my other covers. Just that for Caliostro, it's very specific what I want, and I am not a artist. I'm just a cover designer, which is not the same thing. So he's a cover artist and a designer and an artist and a cover artist, and I'm just a cover artist.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because people don't tend to know the difference.
There's a difference. And some artists think that they could be cover designers, but they didn't learn how to make covers, but they know how to be artists. Those are also two separate things. Mm-hmm. But Dewson is amazing. He does know how to make book covers, and he knows how to, like, to say he know how to draw is an understatement, as you saw the Caliostro cover. So I'm sad to say that I won't be able to afford him currently because his covers, unfortunately, his cover package is around $1,400. And that's if you only had 2 characters on the cover. And Caliostro book 2 plan was to be 3 characters on the cover originally. But that may or may not be the case for this one particularly. But once I talked to the other cover artists, and I always had other cover artists anyway, so I can work with one of them that can fit my budget because of this move I got to do, then that's what I'm going to be doing. Anyway,
I don't know about how people feel about multiple covers for the same book, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't dislike it. And
I bought a couple of books. I can't lie. Like, I need some more bookshelves, by the way. I bought a couple books because the cover was different.
Yeah, and book people will do that. So that's not unheard of. We
I
will do
feel
that
like
in a
a
minute.
yes.
And money writers always re-release, do different specialty covers and all that jazz. So it's fine. I'm not pressed for that. It's just that I have to decide and do the budget, change the budget, and do all those things because people like to surprise you. So that's where I am. That's also why I'm a little behind in things and trying to get back where I was because all this stuff is going on right now. So I got a lot going on my plate outside of my writing world. So I'm going to work on Caliostro a little bit tonight. Still working on those final 4 chapters for book 2 for the first draft. I should have the second draft completed by the end of this month. Now I have a lot of stuff to handle in this month. Let's be honest, a lot of stuff, but I'm still going to push to get Caliastro's second draft done this month. I still have a few other obligation of things that I have to do in the writing world for other people that I already had lined up. So I'm going to still do those obligations because I'm very much into, following through when I say I'm going to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if before we jump on our first sprint, I did release a video today because it is Sunday and it is Dark Poetry Pax Prompt Sunday because it is the first Sunday of the month to honor Pax, who passed away here on YouTube. And she loved all things dark. So, of course, in her honor, I still do the Pax Poetry Prompt Sunday where I write a prompt for poetry. You can write a poem based off that prompt, and I always write one as well. And the one I wrote this time is called The Kiss That Burned the Crossroads, which is demon romance poetry. So check it out if you haven't listened today.
I saw
It,
that title and I was like, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow morning.
it's like demon romance, so it's
I
not
don't
that
trust
scary.
you. I don't
Well,
trust
it's going to be somewhat scary, maybe, but it's not that bad. Relax.
you. So I wait for it.
So yeah, if you're inclined to give it a listen, it is about, I think my poetry prompts in poetry is about 2 minutes for a quick listen, and I do give you visual aid along with it. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, then you know what to do as well. And let's go ahead and pull up Aphrodite. Do you have anything to open
Yeah,
with?
I do want to talk. I will be. I've had some writerly stickers from 1,000 years ago done that I sharing with my Patreon patrons and Patreon. But now I'm doing a new pack that I'm going to be putting out on Etsy soon. So I'm only saying this because I want good energy sent towards my way because it's a project. It's a lot. Um,
Yep.
the second thing is, I mean, yeah, because it's a lot of art I have to do. Like I don't mind because I like drawing, but your girl vision ain't that great, so it takes me a little longer to
Yep.
do. And then the other thing is um I I know I missed this Thursday. It seems like I'm psyching myself out because I start getting sick and headachy again. I can feel really good and then it just starts all over again. And I just can't be on camera. So I don't want to spend because I like to do little games and stuff in between. I don't want to spend all of it off camera if I'm not solely writing like I am now. So I ask that everyone just bear with me on that if you've been coming to my channel. Um,
Yep.
there was a third thing, but I can't think of it right now because my brain doesn't work anymore.
It's fine. You
It's
have
just
the second segment if it comes back to you.
yeah, it's frustrating now.
I feel you. It happens. It
So
happens.
what I'm gonna do during the sprints, I'm gonna go take some medication. I always take drugs because I'm used to it because I'm old. And then my kids are like, stop telling people you take drugs. And then I'm gonna drink some water and I got some work to do. I'm pretty hyped at that.
Yeah. Yeah, all got stuff to do. Let us know what you're working on in the chat once again. It doesn't matter what the thing is that you're working on. You can just let us know. Or you could be incognito and not let us know and be all like mysterious and whatnot. We'll still be here for these 45-minute sprints. And I usually play a little bit of music from my Caliostro official soundtracks because that I have copyright to that because it's mine. So I will play that and they can't touch me. Ha ha ha. Um, up that YouTube anyway. So
Mm.
I'll play a little bit of music. It's a little ambiance, a little creepy if you haven't been here before. And I will see you, and we will see you in 45 minutes. Let's get some work done.
All right, all right.
Here we go.
Okay, what was you screaming at me? Just saying.
That would be the 5 minute warning for a break. Is be here in about 5 minutes. And it's time. We're back. We are back.
Hmm. Some of
We
us
are back.
got a few years shaved off.
Oh, it's just my author song from Caliostro soundtrack. It's
Hmm.
not. It's not that. It's not that serious.
Hmm.
It's just the invocation of insanity. That's the name of the song. Pretty
Hmm.
good.
So you show us the invocation of a sin is a straight on spell about joy.
Well, only one scream in it. You know,
Hmm.
only one scream wakes you up, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't asleep, so I'm just saying.
Good thing. Let's see. Lena dropped in, reading 3 short stories for the writing group. That's really cool. And Devin dropped in. Hey, Devin. And
Devin,
Josh.
I was looking over your artist today.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like I like the artist. Let's just say that.
Artist does good work. Jocelyn said 125 words added.
I know
I
that's
think
right.
I added about 400 and something. So I've been doing plenty of other things at the same time. But I'm doing like, it's going to be really slow word counts right now since I wrote the drafts for these few out last chapter, so I'm cleaning them up before I go redo the whole thing because these final 4 chapters at the end of the first draft is important to make sure I got info the way I
Good.
need it to be first before I go back through the whole second draft. But yeah, so that's where I am. How are you doing with what you're working on, Aphrodite?
I got over 600. I told you, I was in it to win it today. I'm gonna hit my 1,000 because even when we finish, I still got some more stuff to write.
Go ahead now. And Devin said I will be back.
Mm.
And what Lindsay wrote. Hey, what Lindsay wrote. 500 words is what you wrote. I've been stuck, so this is great. Good. That's
Oh,
good.
I know that's right. Hi,
Go ahead, get
Lindsay.
them words. Get them words. I know that's right.
Woo.
Oh, Devin said I finally got that Smexy snippet into the Discord chat, so I had to check
Oh,
that.
when I get to my office, because I'm downstairs in the living room doing this. When I get to the office, I shall be checking that out.
She shall be. She shall be all over it. We got a bit of a crowd
Devin, I
tonight.
want
Happy
to
to
talk
see
to you.
everybody.
I'm sorry, Danny.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Devin, I want to talk to you too. So I'm gonna send you a message, a private message on Discord.
And
Just be
let's
looking
see.
for it.
Aphrodite said, "Well, I got over 600 words. Look at you showing up. Told you guys I am pumped tonight. Go ahead now. 600, go for it."
I really did need a kick in the butt anyway. So
Yeah, I
I got to
feel.
take advantage of the few times that I can do something.
Yeah, I know that's right. I
I know
know.
I can get another 4 in, but what I'm
Yeah,
gonna do is I'm not gonna push too much. Like I'm not striving for it, but I'm pretty sure I can because I'm pumped. But I got some artwork I want to do tonight, so I'm gonna chill.
ooh, I know. I saw your message about gotta go to the doctor tomorrow and gotta stay for a couple hours after you're done. So I guess you'll be doing some work then too, huh? The
Yeah,
laptop.
oh yeah. I'm gonna be. What I'm gonna do is because this. I almost said some bad. Nobody want to be no Jeremy ass hospital.
I know.
But I'm
I
gonna go to the
know.
cafeteria and find a corner to
Mm-hmm.
sit in,
And hot,
and
yeah,
I'm going to write
hot
or
out.
paint or draw. And I'm
Yeah.
gonna think at all the Korean doctors that go by.
Oh, of course. That's always the nice eye candy. Nice eye candy there. I actually go to. I have to. I'm trying to see what my schedule is. I'm trying to stop by the hospital. That I was in up here this week, so I could drop off the book signed copies for the people that took care of me in the hospital. I told them I'd be back in a couple weeks, so I'm going. Books finally came in, so I'm going to take. I had to take a box to ICU, and I have to take a box to the third floor. No, 2 boxes to the third floor because I had a team on the south side that took care of me when I came back. It was a team on the north side that took care of me. So I
Right,
have
I know
3
that's right.
boxes to take. So I told them I'd be back. They're all really cool
They
people.
probably gonna
So
be shocked too, because the one nurse that I had to bring a book to,
yeah,
she didn't think I was gonna do it.
yeah. I know they don't necessarily think I'm telling the truth, but I am telling the truth. I never say did. So, but I had gave my moon pathologist down at university. I gave him a hardback copy of Caliostro that I had on me. So I always carry a paperback and a hardback of Caliostro in my bag.
Mm.
So I had one on
I
me.
don't have any money to do that. I
Yeah,
gotta buy.
I had
I
my
gotta buy them.
copies left from when they Barnes Noble messed up. You know.
Oh,
So
I want one of the messed up ones, please. I wasn't joking.
they not messed up. They messed up that many times. that they send me copies that wasn't messed up that they had sent me again. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They messed up that much that they had to send me like 3 orders of books.
No, I
Yeah,
remember, but I'm
yeah,
saying
you
I
remember?
want one of the messed up ones.
Yeah, I could give you one of those that ain't messed up. You know, you got your Kickstarter, but I could give you. I
Yeah,
got
but
other ones.
that's my precious one. I want
I'm
one
fine.
that's messed up because I want to make some roses with some of the pages.
I ain't got no messed up ones. They
Mhm.
the original ones they sent me, the paper. I got to have a paperback that may be still messed up. I
Mhm.
may have a paperback because it was minuscule little mess ups, but I was not giving people on Kickstarter
Oh no.
books that they even printed a little bit. Like if they printed the spine a little bit out of line, I was like, I'm not accepting this because
Right.
I'm paying for these. People paid for these. Your printer moved or whatever because it's not me. It's not my formatter. So that means the people who are printing are sliding the paper or they not doing this. They're feeding it wrong. Not my problem. But since I paid for this, I expect it to look like it does when I go in a bookstore and get a book and it's not mislined. You think indie authors like we don't matter? So I'm not putting up with that.
I
So
know
they
that's
sent
right.
me 3 orders of books, and I've gone through most of that. I still have some
That,
left.
remember that happened to me with Amazon.
I remember.
Put up, but girl, Amazon got on the phone with me because they was like, "Nah, we will personally pay for all the books and pay for the shipment and pay the extra money it was going to cost to ship it because I had a deadline. I had a book signing to do. Oh my God, Achilles, I swear.
She said, "Well, I'm the boss in this house. I'm the
She
boss in
is,
this house."
she the boss, all right. They're going to have their own channel soon.
I know she
If
talks
they
so much.
need
You must
one,
have put her to
maybe
work.
they'll leave my stuff alone.
Give
But
her a
yeah,
job.
I'll never forget that. He was like, Miss Lee, I personally promise you, your book's going to be there in time and they will be correct. We will pay for them.
Good. Get my books here. That's cool.
Yeah,
Let's
because I
get it
was
done.
crying my eyes out. I couldn't believe, like, how
Yeah,
am I
the
going
timing is
to
bad.
up for a book signing
Yeah, that
with
timing is
not a
bad.
book?
Yeah, that was crazy. They
Not a book.
expected that to happen, but you
I got to,
made it, man. You did it,
yep. Everybody
and it
else
was
booked on.
amazing turnout. Amazing turnout. Is what it
It
was.
was great.
Devin said, "I made it to chapter 5 of revisions. I got book 3 back from the copy editor. Good job. That's fun. It's always fun to get the books back. I now have a completed trilogy. Yes, one day I will meet you at the finish line, Devin. PJs are on. I'm done peopling. Laugh out loud. I feel that. I be
Girl,
done people as soon as I step in my damn door every day after
I be
work.
done people before I go out where people are.
Yeah, I know, right? It was dumb people in there for real
Mm.
for a minute
I
back
don't have
then, but
none of my granddaughter skills. She's a straight up extrovert.
mm-hmm.
And oh my God, I took her to. I'm gonna kill this bird. I took her to the
Isn't her?
studio. I took her to the studio so she could see my office and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, your little studio was nice.
Oh, oh.
She
She
5.
called it. She called it little.
Mm, ain't nothing
She,
little about that studio.
I know. It's showing out. She a sizes now.
It's two
I see
different
her.
warehouses put together. So yeah,
Yeah, I see. I see her. I see her.
she a mess.
Oh my god. So,
She called Wes Derek.
oh,
And I said, that's not his name. She said, I know what his name is. I said,
like
oh.
so they correcting you in front of correcting her.
And
Okay.
she did. She knew his name was Wes. She was being smart.
Wow. When they file,
Girl.
I can't though with that.
And then in my office, the way Wes set it up
Hmm.
is it's completely, it's blind girl proof. So
Oh, that's good.
it's completely set up where I don't have to touch nothing or find anything. I don't even have to touch light switches.
Oh, that's good.
So he made the mistake and said,
Oh, he made a
whatever
mistake.
the thing is, I think it's Echo. Hey,
Okay.
Echo, make the lights purple.
Yes.
Hey, Echo, turn the lights down 50%. And he
Right.
said
Right.
that in front of my granddaughter.
Uh oh.
So before we was done, the lights was pink, they was green, they was blue, they was white, they was off, they was on. I'm like, stop,
Well, I'm going to say once they know it's over.
stop. And nobody's saying nothing. They're like, oh, she's so cute. She
Of
not. Y'all,
course.
y'all
Of
don't
course
live
they.
with her.
That's the reaction she expected, but you was
Oh,
like,
look,
"That's not true."
she's so smart. Oh, she's so cute. No, she's
Now she look. The verse like, "I'm cute. That's so cute." Devin said,
not.
we will have a party when you finish your series." Yeah, we should do that.
We really should have a
I
virtual
will be
party.
finished. Caliostro book 3 will be out next year. I don't play with my fan base. If I
I
say
mean,
I'm release a book, I'm not George R. R. Martin.
the same thing. But look, I got a little George R. R. Martin in me, so I can't say nothing. But it
Yeah,
won't be
he
as bad as him.
won't be as bad as him. He said he not gonna be able to finish 2 books before he die. He ain't even
But
dead yet. Why he making predictions? I don't
because
understand
he
that.
got a lot to write, so
He
somebody will
done
finish him.
gave up. He done gave up. He should have let them people finish his story for him on that show. That money just spoke to him and he didn't care. And now they messed it up. And now he ain't gonna finish his own books looking ridiculous. You do not let the movie industry show you up with your own story, sir. What are you doing?
Mm. And this
They
ain't
be
his first
copying from us. They
TV.
take our novels to make stuff, and you let them write your
Right.
stuff for you.
This ain't his first TV. He wrote Beauty and the Beast too. That television show. My mother loved that show.
I don't know.
She loved it. You couldn't tell her nothing.
I live in Maryland.
I live in Maryland too.
Devin. We both are. She said you might be too far from me. I don't. What state do you live in, Devin?
Now we'll work it out. If you live too far, we'll do it virtually.
Yeah, we still can do virtual.
I mean, me and Danny live in Maryland, but she still live like over an hour away from me. It's not like we're
Yeah,
close.
I'm on the other end of Maryland, near the PA line. I'm up
Hmm.
here in the boonies. You know what I mean?
I'm on the water at the bay.
She is at the bay. I used to live down that way where she is now, but I moved away. I started inching my way away. I was like, oh, here come Bel Air.
Until it was like miles. You really
Yeah, I moved to Bel Air at first, which was still a decent, but not too far. And then I
yeah.
was like, nah, I jumped all the way to Carroll County. It wasn't really up to me though. That's still my mom's decisions on that one. But as the Carroll County's not bad. It's nice if people and stuff. That make people make places not as good as it could be. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
we got a little bit of a racism problem up here, but
A
that's to
little
be
bit.
expected. Yeah, it's to be
You know,
expected.
regardless of what
Further
people
out you
say,
go.
Maryland is still the South.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
forget that.
They always try to say that, but we shouldn't have. We don't have
That's
as many
another thing.
issues in Maryland as we do, and they could try to pull us to the south. We ain't no fucking southern state. Like, get it fucking right. Do you not know how math work? They all can try that pull all you want to, but we too close to New York and surrounded by
Mhm.
DC to be southern, and we don't act southern over here. You come over here with that noise, you gonna find out. Just so you
We
know.
are a Southern state.
Well, they could try to count us.
Just,
And
just where
Maryland
the
doesn't do.
line is, because
We ain't counting that shit.
Pennsylvania,
We
Pennsylvania,
reject that.
but
We
the South,
reject
the
it.
South
We
rejects
reject it.
us as a Southern state. The same
We
as
reject
Florida.
them. I don't know who they
Look,
talking to.
look,
Who they talking to?
I told Kathy, because Kathy always
We
talking.
reject them. Bye.
She said, "Girl, you think my feelings is hurt?"
And they can't reject
I
us. We reject
said,
them.
I am so glad y'all don't want no parts of us because we don't want no parts of you.
We further south. We are further south. So further south that we don't count ourselves as south. No, thank you. Like, nah, we don't count ourselves as southern over here. We have a slight accent because Maryland, Baltimore. But
Yeah.
guess what? We do not count ourselves as south. No Marylander, no self-respecting Marylander counts themselves as a southern state. Like I said, we too close to New York and in between DC. I only see New
I
York
know. Oh my gosh,
and
she called
out
me a Yankee, right?
DC.
She called me a
That's her.
Yankee. She called me
Yeah,
a
listen.
Yankee. And I was
Yeah, you
like,
gotta get straighten
shut
up. So straighten that up.
up. I
Be
said,
like
you a
DC.
Bama.
No, we the DMV over here. Okay, we the
Their
DMV.
mother.
I don't see them counting DC as Southern. It's not. Is it? Sure not. Anyway, ain't no self-respect Maryland calling the
Well,
South.
DC don't count as nothing. It's a
Well,
district.
they don't
It
buy them.
needs to be. There was an argument that they were going to make it the 51st state, and then a
Oh my
certain person, since then a certain person got in office
God. Oh my
and
God.
decided Canada should be the
We
51st
don't. We don't. We don't care about smooth brain activity.
state.
We do
Like,
not care about smooth brain activity because smooth brain silverhawks are
mm.
not welcome. Okay, because there's no synapses firing. It's smooth to the touch, like a
I
fucking
would come.
nipple.
I've been to Florida. Devin said she's in Florida.
Yeah, it's full. Yeah.
Yeah,
Florida.
I've been to Florida a couple of times because
Yeah,
that's what
that's about 5 hours. Yeah,
we cruise out from there.
yeah.
So, but I haven't. I flew to Florida because I ain't driving that far.
I've only flown to Detroit, Michigan.
Mm.
That's the
I've
only time I've been
never
on a
been
plane.
to Michigan. Never been to Michigan.
Yeah. One time, landed, boom, to my hotel, boom, out the hotel, boom, to the airport, boom, back home. That was me. I don't play around. First up, I'm in Maryland. I'm probably gonna die in Maryland.
Oh, I'm
Um,
definitely gonna die. I mean, I don't care if I become a multi-millionaire.
I
I'm gonna be
still
like
ain't
Pat
gonna.
Sajak, okay?
I
Pat
still ain't
Sajak
gonna.
live in Maryland.
Yeah,
He
I
would
still ain't
fly
gonna.
out to Hollywood and
Mm-hmm.
do that show
Go
with
to work.
the Wheel of
Yeah,
Fortune.
yeah. You go to work. Like I'm gonna
Go to
fly to
work
work.
one day a week,
Fly,
film all 5 episodes, and come
fly
home
back home.
to
Yeah,
Maryland.
yeah. A lot of people
So
don't leave where they from. I don't see any point because Maryland is the melting pot of the country. We're a
it
small
really,
state,
I
but
love
we are a
Maryland.
melting pot.
I
We
know
are the
every.
evidence of the
Mhm.
country. That's what we are.
I literally know, like every state has its problems. There
This
is
is
no
true.
state without a problem.
This is America.
So yeah, and I'd rather live in America, the miniature America, which is what Maryland's nickname is, Maryland in miniature.
Yep,
I'd rather live here because we have everything from the beaches to the mountains.
this is true. And
I
we
ain't
get
going to.
every kind of weather here,
Yep, I like
too. But
14.
not too much where we going to be like, we have tornado season. We have hurricane season. And we have fire season. So I'm
We,
like, I'm good though. Like I'm gonna stay here because we get like a little taste of those different things
yeah, we got.
without
Yeah,
the
we
danger
have a
of
hurricane and we get a rainstorm.
right. We don't get the dangers of being wiped out by said seasons. You know what I'm
And when
saying?
we have a earthquake, they
Mm.
literally have to tell us about it on the news because ain't nobody feel it.
Yeah, we really feel. Now we have had some tornado touchdowns where that could have been
Yeah,
some close calls, but that's rare and hardly happens. So I'm gonna stay where it's safe because I'm not a person that take chances with nature because nature does what it does. So I'm definitely not gonna live in a place that tells me that this season is tornado season. So back down the hatches and hope you make it this season. Your
oh,
house
you
make
know,
it.
no,
I'm
no,
not
you want to
good.
hear something? You want to hear something more ridiculous than that?
I don't know what could
Every
be
goddamn
fire.
couple years, they
Mm.
have the mudslides in California,
Oh,
and
I know about those.
people's houses literally slide off the edge of cliffs.
Oh,
And
road. Yeah, I know. I seen the videos.
every time they do the commercials and they talking to the people, they're like, "Yeah, we're just really sad we lost everything, but yeah, we're gonna rebuild." I'm
No,
like, I'm like,
in
catch
another state,
a cliff.
in another state. That's in another state. That's
I'm
what I rebuild.
like, please catch a
Mm.
clue.
No,
Catch a
in another state. And
clue.
I understand that you can't just move. You can't just move to like it's not that easy. Duh, it's hard to move down the street, let alone to another state. We're not even gonna mention another country. So that being said, I would only really need for my well, I wouldn't even need that because I would never. But if my house rolled down a hill, caught fire, got twisted up like Annie M in a tornado, became washed away to the sea, or a tsunami came out from it to get me, I'm gonna have to leave wherever that place is. Because I've lost everything anyway, so I can just up and go in my vehicle and then try to my
Right,
luck in another state. So I really couldn't handle that because first of all, I don't even like going outside where mosquitoes are. You know what I mean? So it me
right.
fighting. This is not. It was
No,
a
look, I'm straight
tornado.
up pulling. I don't know if you guys are young, might be too young for Eddie Murphy. When I think it was Delirious, it was either Delirious or Raw. I don't remember the titles, but it's always one word. And I'll never forget what Eddie Murphy was talking about. Moving into a what do you call it? Into a haunted house, and
Oh
he said
no.
like the difference of when
Yeah.
he said if he moved to the haunted house, he said he go to hey um. Oh my God, the children are having such a good time. Oh, it's so lovely.
No.
It's such a, and then you hear the noise go, get out. And he go, too bad we can't stay.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
that's
That's
it.
not. That's another thing. If I even see a house that looks odd, if I look at pictures of the house, I'm looking at houses, of course. So if I look at the picture of a house and it looks like, and they say it's built in 1901, I was like, nope, that was built before my grandmother was born in 1918. I'm good. This house is built, it's historical, and it was born in 18. No, I'm living in America. I'm Native American, African descent, Caribbean, and Hispanic. And so I have blood of slaves, of natives, of all these different people that I know died in these houses. Were also slavery in these houses. You think I'm gonna go live in there? Like, do you think that's a real question? I'm good. Also, I'm the mistress of horror, so I write horror, so I already can sense these things and see these things.
Girl,
So
you
I'm like,
know,
no,
nice
no,
saying home fun.
what's not happening? I see a house that looked weird. First, the date that it was built. I'm like, no, it can look as nice. That we remodeled it. We redid the bathrooms and the kitchen. What about them ghosts and demons in there? No, I'm good.
Did you evict that
Did
specter
you?
that's upstairs?
What about that twisty staircase that I'm not going to be able to run down fast enough before it get me? I'm good. We not doing none of that. We not doing none of that.
I even think you have a go. You lied to me because
Mm.
you don't want me to come in
They
your
not
house and
telling you.
tell me you have a
They not
ghost,
telling you.
and I ain't going.
They not telling you. They trying to rent and or sell that place out.
You know,
What
I
Lindsay?
remember
Mm.
I worked as an au pair out in California. That's how I was able to live inside the house,
Mm.
inside a nice house. And I will never forget because I could not stand this family,
Yeah,
but I couldn't. If it wasn't for the kids,
would have rolled out
anyway.
already.
So the father, he was all into ghosts. He was into UFOs. He was into this. He was into that. And he was
Mm-hmm.
always talking about it. And um, I was like, oh no, girl, I don't play none. I mean, oh no, I'm telling him I don't play none of that. And then the mother had the nerve to come out her mouth, the wife rather, had the nerve to come out her mouth and say, oh, now I know how to get rid of you. I'll just tell you that it's haunted. I was like,
Girl,
you ain't got to tell me it's haunted. All you got to do is tell me
I will leave on my own. I'm not trying to stay up in here. You good?
this place ain't
Why
broke.
you think I want to be here? First off, I'm doing my job. You think I want to be up in here with y'all? Please be real all the
But
way.
she was shocked that I said that to her. Like, girl, what you think? You know how many people wanted me? I turned down people to be here.
She was like, "Bye, just bye."
You
What
ain't
Lindsay
got to go
wrote
through
said.
all
What Lindsay wrote said, I'm from North Carolina, and the inability to handle rain is crazy. Schools shut down when it rains more than a little here. Yeah, I don't know if they might just not be used to it, but if it's flooding there, I don't know if there's flooding, then they probably don't have like the tools to handle. Like, so some states can't handle snow at all. Like Maryland, we can handle snow because we get everything here, but there's literally states where they're all of a sudden, because global warming. Yeah, I know some crazy people don't believe in that, but and climate change. But the places that was getting snow that had never gotten snow weren't ready at all, and they were in trouble. They were snowed in. They were trying to get help from other states and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, we don't have any salt. We don't have any plows. We don't have any of that because we don't get snow here." I'm like, "Well, Mother Earth said, I'm tired of you humans acting up. So now you getting snow over here, and hopefully I can take some of you out because that's what Mother Earth
Yeah,
is
because the
about."
only time our kids get out of school for
Yeah,
snow,
hashtag haunted. That's right.
girl. The only time our kids get out for snow is when if
We
the
get like
counties,
25.
because the city could be fine. The city is not going to be horrible anyway. I mean, we've had like 3 major snowstorms in my life where the city was affected.
Yeah,
But
also can
if
go
the
stores.
county, if Baltimore County
Yeah,
is really snowed out,
yeah, like
then they will
25 inches or
close
something.
Baltimore City as
Yeah.
well. But the only reason they do that is because a lot of the teachers live in the county and
They
can't
can't
get
get
to school.
there, so they can't teach nobody. That's what's
So
up.
it's like they'll close. They won't just close Baltimore County. They'll close both.
They do because I have some teachers that are clients of mine, and they teach at like city schools and or like down where like the Baltimore counties are, but not far up here. So they have to go and travel a little bit. So they can't get there when we like 25 inches up here or something.
Yeah,
Like we had that
it's the
crazy
only
dumping,
time
and we
that we
could
have
not
to worry
drive on
about
the
that.
roads, trees down like forever. So I could see
It
that
was so
happening.
funny to me growing up though, because we watched the news for the snow stuff, and we had
Mm.
to pay attention to the county, not the city,
Yeah,
because
I
it was
know that's
like if
right.
county schools closed, we out.
We y'all like yay. Devin said my husband is taking me to a haunted house next month. I'm about to cleanse anyway. I can to not
Girl, put
can to
some
not
sage in your pocket.
don't listen. Now listen, I gotta say something real quick before we start this next sprint. I am the mistress of horror. I write horror. I create really scary stories. I think of a lot of scary ideas, and I watch horror all the time. I really do love all the things dark and mysterious. But one place you will never ever, well, many places you will never ever find me. You will never ever find me at a haunted house. You will never find me at a haunted asylum or an asylum in general.
Oh my God.
You will never find me in a cornfield. So there will be no haunted hay rides for the Mrs. of Horror. You will never find me at one of those haunted build houses at an amusement park. You will never find me there. You will never find me doing actually anything dangerous, because we didn't even go into the things of being a brown woman and having the sense enough to stay away from certain things that I have no need to put my life at risk. It's enough risk just being brown in this country. Okay, so
Look,
I
look,
have no
I
risk
have a hard time being in the hospital.
I
When
know
I
when
get
you gotta
nervous,
tell. When you gotta tell,
you
she said,
get
I'm black. I don't belong.
so
You right. We don't put
so
ourselves in danger for no reason.
many, but it's so many ghosts in the hospitals.
Well, it
It's
would be
so
though.
hard being in a hospital,
Yeah.
and
And
you have any part of you, if you just a little bit clairvoyant,
yeah, exactly. And I
it's
am. So
so hard to be in the hospital.
have to shield. It's called shielding, and you have to put walls up because you don't really want them to know that they're there. Because no one needs that.
You know what though?
You're trying to start a show. You know what I
You know
mean?
what scares me?
Mm.
And I've seen this in a movie, which is why.
Mm.
Being like you're in your bed and the doctor walk in to say some things to you and work out some stuff with you and blah blah blah. The doctor walk out and another doctor walk in. It was like, well, yeah, I just told the other doctor, like, what other doctor? Like,
I
bruh.
love that.
So every time like a doctor come in, depending on
Mm-hmm.
what level of sick I'm at the time, because when I'm really sick, I don't care who helped me. But
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like just looking at them, looking for a sign that they real.
Good luck. Good luck with that telling.
See,
Until
this
it's
is
too
your
late.
fault, though. This is your fault. I
I don't
wasn't
know
that
it's my
scared of
fault.
a child.
I don't know how it's my fault. Just telling us yeah, Devin laughing. Yeah, girl. Be careful, girl. Be careful, girl, when you go there. I'm
Take
just
the
telling you.
stage in your
Nope, why
pocket.
call me at home. Listen. I mean, yeah, things can attach to you. You don't want to end up in a horror movie. But like,
Oh, and get you some rose quartz.
yeah,
Get
to
you
keep
some
stuff
sage.
away.
Make
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
you burn the tip of the sage already, though.
Yeah.
Then put
Yeah.
it in your pocket.
Mm-hmm. You know how we know what I do. My advice is I don't go places like that. I don't be tempting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention because I can feel the things, see the thing. They can feel that you know these things. If you're not clairvoyant, you probably be fine. If you don't never seen nothing, you probably be fine. But if you're very
If you
clairvoyant at
a little
all,
bit sensitive,
they know. They
yeah.
do
But
know. They do.
I am going to Edgar Allan Poe Museum. I mean,
Better
he
than
ain't
me.
die there.
And
He ain't die
I
there.
love me Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
do. He's
die
my
there,
favorite
so I'm
poet.
not worried about it.
Girl, I lived in a house that was haunted as well, but guess what? I was glad I didn't have to live there no more. I grew up in a house. It was cool as a kid, as an adult. Hell's no. Yeah, of course. As a kid, everything is like, oh,
No,
it's not. No.
no,
Mm-mm.
no. It wouldn't have been cool for me as a kid. I
I've been in 2 houses that was haunted, and yeah, you gotta kind of make them. You need to make them go, especially
I've
if
been in
they want to start
houses.
moving
I only
stuff.
lived in one house that had a ghost. I had a stairwalker,
Yeah,
and
see.
that was Jeremy had just started college, so he would have been like 19, 18, 19.
Yeah. No, man.
That was the only place I've lived in
No.
that had a ghost. Now I've been in other people's homes where I'm like, you got a nice little cold spot over there, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead and deal with that. But I had never
That's
lived in
enough.
one until we had the stairwalker.
Yeah.
And I'm
We're gonna
like,
start the next sprint in 5 minutes, y'all.
oh, I'm sorry.
No,
She
you good.
gotta
I'm just
go.
kidding.
Stairwalker gotta go.
Yeah, no, any. I'm sorry, but any ghost that wants to hang out and or move things and or act up needs to go. Because first off, you live rent free in my
Right.
corporeal space. Just saying. But I mean that's my space too because you're not staying on your side of the veil. So since you're not staying on your side of the veil, now you are taking up space. You don't have a job. You're not paying for rent.
But the
So
stairwalker was a trip. I had people who came to my
it
house
make it making the steps
and
creak. Is
asked
that what's
me,
happening?
no, ask me who is she? Because they want like my one friend, Siobhan,
Mm-hmm.
who I
Okay.
named one of my characters after. She was like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to go up there because I don't know that girl. And I'm like, go up where and what girl? And she said the
Yeah.
girl that went up the steps. And I was like, oh no, other bitches can see her. Oh no, she's showing off. I
Well,
said, I'm
because
looking
yeah,
around, ain't nobody. But when I told her that that's the stair, we just call her the stair walker. We don't acknowledge her because
you're
then they
not
start
supposed to do
talking to
that.
you.
Yeah, don't acknowledge them.
She was like, "Oh, it's a ghost, okay," and then she went upstairs.
Yeah,
Girl,
that's what they should clean up.
if she would have said that shit to me, if it was the opposite, I'd have been on her porch waiting for my ride.
Yeah, no. Well, first off, you the person you just saw the ghost, so apparently you're not completely unaware of these things, or you didn't know you could see ghosts because you everybody can't. Some people don't have that openness. They don't believe in it first off, or they're just not clairvoyant enough, and maybe
Because
some
I
people don't know
told
that they
James
are.
about Jeremy. Jeremy was like, "Can you please stop
She
staring
said,
at
"Load the
me?
dishwasher, please." That's
Right,
funny.
do something, but make something useful. Can you
Be
please
useful.
stop staring at me? And when I'm sleeping, I'm fine." I'm like, "Boy, I'm not looking at you when you
Ain't
sleep.
nobody
What are
looking
you
at you when you
talking
sleep.
about?"
Who are you talking
He
about
said, "You."
sleeping?
He said, "You literally stand over me every night watching me. I'm fine." I'm
Be
like,
like,
we gotta get up out here."
I know, my God. Oh, but I have been looking at something that before we start, we got 2 minutes, 3 minutes. So I've been watching shark horror.
Mm,
Yeah, the
mm.
stupidest things happen in shark horror. I'm just going to tell you right now. And the stupidest things is if you have any kind of intelligence whatsoever, and you watch shark horror, you're going to be like talking to the movie, like who wrote this and who don't have any kind of intelligence, because this last one I looked at, well, I looked at the reef, looked at that, and that was annoying. That was based off some guy who had been on a ship or a boat. His boat and his two crewmen had died because tiger sharks got him. As I was going to say in the
Tiger
movie,
sharks don't attack people.
but tiger sharks would be the ones to eat you. Now the other sharks, not so much. Tiger sharks are more aggressive. If you end up in their waters, don't expect to go home with your legs 100. Okay, I'm just saying. That's why I asked when I was watching the movie, because the one guy stayed on the top of the ship, the boat, I should say, that flipped, and then they were on top of it, and they were in the middle of the water. There was no way to go. Their little dinghy thing had lost the thing and lost air. Of course it did. And then they were flying back to the island that they had freaking a minute ago, but they were out in the middle of nowhere. And he was going to stay, and they said, "Well, we could swim, and it's like 2-3 miles or something." The guy told him, and they were deep divers. And I was like, "You're not gonna make it." He was like, "I'm not going. I'd rather stay here and just swim out, just like float out to the ocean, I guess." And then eventually, the tiger sharks that we saw later that was going around his boat, they were gonna get him. He got destroyed. Anyway, but this movie, not the reef, because that's the reef. Now the reef, they said that in the
It's
movie,
called the reef, so I'm already not watching it.
because she only gonna get on a reef. They couldn't make it to land again, so they
You
made it to
talking
the
about the
reef.
Great Barrier fucking Reef?
Like the reef, like it's under the water and it comes up and
No,
you got the
no, no,
tide.
no, 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 no,
No,
no.
no, no, what? That's the only thing
Sharks
they had out
live
there.
there.
That's all they had to get on. They didn't make it to the land.
Oh,
So that's what it is. And the sharks was chasing them. You know what I'm saying? So
because sharks like the reef.
they were picking them off one by one. But okay, first off, it's not believable. Sharks don't do that. The shark is not a human. Please stop writing sharks like they mankind.
Right? Do
They
you
are
know?
not.
Okay, so you know
Shark like,
I
I
don't
got
remember.
vengeance. I'm gonna come after you. Get
No,
out of
no,
here with
no.
that.
Listen to this. So this is really cool. The guy, I don't remember his name, but
Yep,
the
that's
guy
right.
who
Tiger sharks and
wrote,
reef sharks are to be avoided at all costs. Sure is. They will take them legs.
yes,
Shouldn't have had him in his
yes,
house. You shouldn't have had him in his house. I'm just telling you.
the guy who wrote Jaws, the
Yes.
book, the guy who
Mm-hmm.
wrote the book.
Yeah.
Now, when he wrote the book, he knew he was writing horror.
Mm-hmm. Of
He
course. Mm-hmm.
also knew enough about sharks to
Yes.
know that it was fiction.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he was so upset when the movie and stuff came out that people's perception of what sharks were changed so drastically
You're scared.
that he started a foundation to save sharks,
Yeah. That
to
part.
save them because
Yeah.
people didn't get the fact that this was a fictional book. I mean, I'm sorry, do you believe little boys fly on brooms too?
Yeah, they probably do. I'm
Because
just
it was
saying,
it was
like,
so sad. Like I am not a lover of aquatic creatures.
of course. But like
You know
facts
I'm
are
not.
facts.
But
Facts
yeah,
are
and it
facts.
was like he had put together a whole foundation. he funneled millions of dollars into it because people were so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just people became got an extreme fear of sharks because of the movie, because that would
Yeah.
happen even with fiction.
And then
But
they started hunting them.
you can just read a book. If you
Read
are
a book.
read a book, first off, sharks aren't humans. I really wish people who write stuff stop taking human thought process. I know it's a little hard to detach yourself, but you're writing a different creature.
Mm-hmm.
This is a creature that exists on our planet. You
It
can
exists.
literally read about how they act, what their activities are, what they do when humans are in their space, which they are in their space. So if they eat your leg, that's on you for being in their space. I'm just telling you. Because if a guy
Achilles.
show up in my
Yeah.
house just walking through, he might not make it out alive. And that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
much the
he killed
gist of you getting in his water space. I'm just saying. So you can't blame the shark if they did decide to eat you. I'm just saying. But that being the case, these movies, like one of the movies, it was like they were deep divers and they went under in a shipwreck, and there were sharks living in the shipwreck. Okay, this is so stupid. So the sharks were living in the shipwreck, so they got caught because they have deep sea diver, like, oxygen tanks and the blah blah blah. But the one girl, she must have been a mouth breather because all her oxygen was gone, and everybody else still had oxygen. Hers was like down to 15%, and everybody else was at like 40. So she was like, I have no idea. So she was like, I'm at 15. And they was like, okay, well, calm down, breathe easy, blah, blah, blah.
Turn your ass back up.
And then the sharks showed up. So I thought it was one, but it wouldn't have been two. These sharks is like hunting them like, I'm about to get some dinner. I'm about to get some dinner. And I'm like, what is happening?
And
So
sharks don't act like that.
these sharks was like after them like they were people, like, you took out my brother Jim, I'm getting my revenge today. And I was like,
they did that shit with Orca, like revenge for the baby that got killed or
I
something.
know, it's so stupid. I just cannot. And these sharks was like, I'm going to wait by this hole and I'm going to eat you. And then they had the shark like he's swimming side to side. I'm like, they can't do that.
Oh,
what is going on?
I'm so
It's just,
glad I don't watch stuff like that.
but sometimes I watch bad horror because I know that you can laugh at it. But they
you know what was a good shark movie?
Yeah, there are a few.
Fuck, what was the name of it? The one where Samuel Jackson got killed.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea.
That was good because they fucked with the sharks.
Yeah, they were scientifically enhanced, which made them sense because they made them think differently. Because first off, sharks aren't the mammals like whales. The whales and megalodons and stuff, they think. They can think, and they might come at humans just for being on their water. That's different. You know what I mean?
When the book came out, I remember him doing an interview on the news, and I wanted that book so bad because I'm gonna fuck you up, Achilles. I'm a dinosaur person. I'm a dinosaur person. So I really wanted to read it. Then they said they was gonna make the movie, and I was like, the movie takes place underwater, so I couldn't watch the damn movie.
And
then I got scared and couldn't read the book. But
Deep Blue Sea is really good. Yeah, Deep Blue Sea is a decent one. Now the thing about this last movie, and now I'm going to start out last 45 minutes sprint. This one part where they literally went in a drawer because the one guy got bit by the shark. Like the shark went by real quick, bit his leg, put a chunk out, teeth, and it's ripped and it's bleeding under the water, right? Not to mention he in a suit, so his suit is ripped. I'm like, okay, nothing's happening with the breathing. Okay, we'll say that. So then they go in the room and they trying to get away from the shark coming back to finish his job. Of course he was. He's peeking around the corner. He's peeking around the corner like, I'm coming back, y'all. So then they go into the other room. They swimming underwater. This is all underwater. And they close the door. And then they go in a drawer and get medicine from 1945, like morphine, and then they take the needle and inject it in the chunky meat that's dead flesh at this point. I don't know if anybody understands, when you inject medicine into the human body, you need to put it in a vein.
Look,
anybody? Do you think it's just going to go anywhere and then it's going to come out and it's going to bubble up under the skin? You have to put it in a vein. So how are you going to find a vein? You're going to be tapping? You're going to be tapping under the water? Is that what you think will happen? You're going to find a band and tie around his dead meat thigh and you're going to just tap his arteries all his leg. I was like, who wrote this? You don't take any kind of intellect to know that. First off, y'all under the water and you took a needle and stuck it through the water. There's no He would die anyway. Would just throw his body out there to the shark so he can eat it so y'all can escape. And of course, after he died and passed out because obviously they couldn't save him, and then they pushed his body out there. But they pushed his body out there with the full tank that they should have took because he ain't breathing no more. But okay, so the shark like and goes to take. I was like, who wrote this? Please, writers, take 2 seconds to research.
I'm going to take that and use the who wrote this quote for the reboot episodes.
Yeah.
When somebody do something dumb, because that was perfect. Like our last episode of Reboot. I'm sorry, guys. We have a show for Charm City Filmmakers. It's called The Reboot. The first episode hasn't premiered yet, but we just did 13 Ghosts, which I love. I love
like 13 Ghosts.
We just did 13 Ghosts, and while we are watching it, I was saying, you know what? I'm going to write a scary movie. And everybody gonna die.
Yeah, Jason
should, because it's a scary movie. But not one person is gonna die because they did something dumb.
Well, that's good because it could just be a place where we don't have that many dumb people. Because the dumb people, I know they be writing those movies, like the zombie movies, the apocalypse and stuff, movies like that. And they always try to act like the dumb people would survive. Like all the scientists are dead, and the people that's like, I just survived because I knew how to make it in the mountains. And I knew how to do this and that. Let's stop pretending that that's who also want to be left. And me and my brother used to make a joke. We still make the joke. It's called, excuse my French. Is anybody that's underage here about to hear some words? So if you're not, you're gonna roll out. But we call the people on those apocalyptic type of movies that the shits and the fucks. Okay, because they act like that's all that's going to survive in a world that goes down like that is a bunch of shits and some fucks. Because these people are the worst people of the worst, and then they always like the here come the military guys who have all lost their mind, and they always the other enemy of the other people. So then you got the people who are the terrible people who trying to make it, and they still around. But they like, then they got these, it's convoluted and it's very like human issues. I'm like, I'm here for the monsters. I want the zombies to be eating people.
Oh my God, you just titled my script. I'm here for the monsters.
I'm here for the monsters. I don't want to read about human condition and human issues in a world where monsters is taking hold and killing everybody. I don't have time for the drama of Sam and Kim over here fighting each other, still having domestic violence, and their little son, he found out that that's not his kid. But then we're going to talk about that and the clothes that Sally Mae couldn't get when she was going to school when the world was normal. I'm like, can we please get the zombies over here to eat people? I'm bored. I don't care about these humans.
I'll read the monsters. That's the script.
For the monsters. Like,
so next year, don't be surprised if we shoot that, because we're shooting a feature film now in the flesh.
Yeah.
So don't tell them I told y'all.
Secrets. Devin said he wrote the book based on a series of shark attacks that happened years earlier, and he was a shark lover, right? She said, I will watch Meg any day, though. Jason Statham. My mother loves Jason Statham. She watched everything with him in it. And Deep Blue Sea, first time a black man survived a horror. Laugh a lot.
It's not. L wasn't going down like no pump. L said, I'm out of here.
It's not, Devin. It's not the first time. It's pretty close. So sad because the time period that should have happened a long time ago, but it did. It happened on it's a horror movie. It's called. I always forget this horror movie.
Don't say Blackula.
No. It's called it's like, is it Demon Night? Wait a minute. I think it's Demon Night, and they got this. Is it Demon Night? Not Tales of the Crypt. Wait a minute. I think it's Demon Night. I want to make sure because there's a girl. Her name is Angela. Her name is Huh?
I'm telling Devin, while she looking, make sure you go to my channel and find my horror tropes video.
Yeah, it's Night of the Demon. I always twist it around. So it's Night of the Demon, the first one, and it has this girl in who's a goth. That's why I remember. She was a dancer then, but she's a goth. So of course I was like resonating girl. And so she got possessed by a demon in the house the teenagers went to for a party, and some cool people, some not cool people. And one of the boys who went there, he was the only black kid, of course, time period. This movie is like, I think the original one came out. What year did that come out? Night of the Demon. Hold on. We're gonna be finishing after we're gonna be finishing.
I'm so sorry. Y'all know.
Night of the Demons came out in 1988. So this is iconic because this boy survived. Okay. And he was black. And he was like, not getting me. He bust through the window, went and climbed a wall that had barbed wire and climbed over the wall. He had to help the little girl, the little white girl. He had to help her get over the wall because she was dressed as Alice. And he said Alice, and her name was Alice, which is funny. And they were dressed for Halloween. And he was a pirate. So he grabbed her hand, told, come on, girl, because he was about to get her. They were about to get her. All the demons was coming out the house, and he saved her. I was so shocked that this boy lived because it was I for sure thought he was going to die. Especially we talk about 1988. You know what I mean? So he was the first one that survived. Him and that girl was the only ones who made it, and that's one of the best horror movies.
So they had a final girl and a final boy.
Yeah, exactly. And I think they probably liked each other a little bit too.
Devin, please watch my Terror Trope video.
Yeah. And then
I just put it in the
LL Cool J said he wasn't going to be dying in no movie. Okay, right. That's why LL Cool J, because he's LL Cool J. He
was slated to die.
Yeah, they nope. With the bird, and the bird got taken out. He was not going down because he said, "I'm LL Cool J. Y'all not killing me like that." They had plans for him to die though. And the best zombie movie is Shaun of the Dead. Sure is. Shaun of the Dead. I love me Shaun of the Dead.
I'm sure it's a very great movie.
Shaun of the Dead. Love Shaun of the Dead. Deep Blue Sea was the first one I've seen. Anaconda.
No. Did she say something? Some Anaconda? Fucking yeah. No.
There's the link that Aphrodite shared. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and start our final 45-minute sprint. It will go over 8, obviously, because we were at 7:42, which is fine. No biggie deal. But I like to talk about horror stuff. I always get excited.
Mm-hmm. And I like to talk about smut, which I'm not going to do today.
She's not going to do today.
I got to stay in my zone. I'm working hard right now.
All right, y'all.
I had a smutty scene today.
Oh, yeah, she'll get some words for sure. All right, we'll see you in 45 minutes. I'll get some music on for y'all, and I'll see you at the, I guess we'll see the mid of the hour. No, I won't play that song. I just played it just to wake y'all up for 5 minutes. See you in 45. And that's time. Last sprint. I will check the comment section. Some people give their numbers already. My mother popped in while I was in between. I said, hey, lady, already. And Aphrodite had to step away from it, but she's in the chat. And Lena, done with the beta reading. Woohoo, good job. Time to edit my own draft. Yeah, I feel that. That's what I'm in the middle of doing now. I was doing some edits. Also finished, Aphrodite also finished with my writing. Made it to the end, 1,000 plus words. Good job. Glad you made it. Yes, that's a good job on that. Finishing the readings. I'm still alpha reading for somebody I need to finish. I think I have like 30 something chapters. And then I think I'm on like chapter 25. So I still got a little ways to go on it, but I can finish it on the weekend. I did not get to do that this weekend all the way. I did start, but I should say I got work tomorrow morning. So I may try to finish it tomorrow after work. I'm going to try to do that. I did get to, I think I am editing, cleaning up that last one of those last chapters. So I did get a good amount of that done. Not counting words right now tonight because I'm getting rid of some words already. So just making sure that that fits before I do the second draft for Caliostro book 2. So I got a little bit of work to do on that before I do that. So, but yeah, that's fun. Alrighty. And Devin said, still reading through chapter 6. Cool. I know, right? I have 2 of my stories that I have to read through after edits. Came back. So I have to do that. I'm going to do it this week. Get that done just so I can have it done. But, focusing on Caliostro for the most part. Yep. Thanks, lady. But yeah, so I will be back here on Tuesday, which, just one day in between. And I will be back on Tuesday with more sprints. Of course, if you are privy to be here, if you are not subscribed to the channel, then please press the subscribe button. If you haven't hit the like button, now's the time to hit the like button so people can find this stream. And you can come back to the other ones. Every Sunday and Tuesday, I will be streaming, usually just 2 hours from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. If we get into a little bit of chattiness, usually I'm pretty strict. Usually we do 45-minute sprints and 4 to 5 minute chats in between so we can get 2 full 45s, and sometimes we get a 20 in. It really depends. But if not, then we talk some good writing stuff as well. That always is good to go. Again, if you have not seen my short poetry reading today, even if you're not usually into poetry, my stuff has its own type of twist to it. And this one is The Kiss That Burned, The Crossroads is demon romance poetry. And it has a prompt with it as well if you are interested in giving poetry a try. And that's what I tend to do over here on this channel. My poetry stuff doesn't get a lot of traction because I guess there's people that are into poetry, people that are not, but also the algorithm of YouTube, because either the thumbnails doesn't grab the attention or they just don't feed it in because it is poetry and, it is where it is, you know what I mean? So if you're inclined to check it out, it is only like a 2-minute listen, less than that really, without the opening and closing. But I really liked this one. There's a bit of a story behind it. So, and I've been kind of doing the demon romance coming up because I have stories that I'm working on that are based around that. So I'm looking forward to putting those things out. And if you have not subscribed to my newsletter, all that information is in the description. You get a free copy of my dark fantasy novella, Winter Wolf, Tale of the Watcher, and or your choice of Ladrega, which is scary stuff. But you get a choice of one of those and to join my newsletter, which only comes out once a month on Monday, which the next one's coming out on the 25th. And I usually share something going on my writing journey, my dark corner talk, and usually some other authors in my genre, some books that they have free or otherwise, because we all could use more books to read. Who couldn't? Alrighty, so I will see you all very soon on Tuesday or the following Sunday, whichever one you manage to make it to. Maybe you'll make it to more of those to get in on this writing challenge that we're doing. It was 18 weeks, 5K words a week, which isn't that bad, and 90K altogether. I'm a little behind because, as you know, I was hospitalized, so I kind of fell behind on my wording, but that's okay. I'll get back where I need to, but I really want to kind of finish Caliostro, so that's my goal for this challenge. And before I go, I did want to announce that I will be doing my own reading challenge for those who are just readers and maybe writers who like to read. and it's going to be werewolf based. So it is a fall werewolf reading challenge, which has some movie watching in it and other things to have some fun, because I don't think werewolves get enough attention. So I put one together that I'll be announcing the closer it gets to it, to give people a little bit of heads up, but also they can prepare for it. So it's going to be a November reading challenge, so a fall reading challenge, the end of fall, and it's going to be werewolf based. So I'm really excited about that, since I put that one together early in the year, and I'm so glad I'm here to put it out. So keep a lookout on my channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you grab that so that you can know about that reading challenge. It should be fun. All right, and I'll see you all again on Tuesday or Sunday. And of course, even though this is not my usually scary stuff, I still must say to stay scared.